Building a successful business and company and scaling it is actually just a game of maths. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the KPIs, so the mathematics behind a successful business and how you can replicate that for yourself. So I'm going to talk about the exact KPIs that you need to hit in order to do that. And if you don't know me already though, my name is Reuben Shears. I have an online funnel building agency that I'm kind of building and scaling in public in these daily update videos, trying to give you as much value as possible. It's exactly what I intend on doing today from Dubai. So I'm not in the normal setup in my office, but I'm still going to get the video out for you guys. No problem. So there's two different types of funnels, right, that you can run. You can run a call funnel, which is the most traditional, or you can run a webinar funnel, which is a little bit more complicated, but the same concept kind of applies. So I'm just going to talk through the KPIs here so that you can kind of just gauge how to do it. So if you are running a sales call funnel, then there's going to be these KPIs that you need to run through. So we've got opt-in, right, which is people coming to a landing page and opting in, giving you their details to go to the next page, right? That's going to be, of your traffic, ideally around 15%, right? I don't know if I should write this down. Maybe I should. 15% of the overall traffic, right? Then we've got the VSL play rate. So on your landing page, you're going to have a video of VSL, video sales less, so it's going to pre-warm and pre-handle objections for your service. You're going to need to get a VSL play rate of really at least 30% of the people landing on the page watching that, and getting the view duration, so the average watch time on the video, above at least 2 minutes. If you can do that, you've got a really, really good VSL, and that's going to do the job for you. So try and aim for that. But it's not thing is, you can still have a very good funnel without people watching the entire VSL. That's a thing to keep in mind. So it's the macro KPIs that matter the most, and these little ones in between is something to keep in mind, but aren't the dictators of the success of your funnel, if that makes sense. From the VSL page, you're going to have a booking rate, so the amount of people that watch the video and then decide to book. Ideally, you want to have that at 15% of the people that have landed on that page, right? So it's after the people have opted in. So if you multiply those probabilities, then you're going to get a much smaller number of the total traffic coming from ads or outreach or whatever you have, right? So aim for a booking rate and opt-in rate of like 15% each. That's direct booking rate, don't forget. So that's people who basically book in by their own decision and haven't been phoned up to actually book in that call and get set that way. You can dramatically increase this booking rate to even honestly 40% if you just dial your leads. I know it's not the most pleasant of things to do, but if you get a team on it or you do it yourself for the start, then you're going to get very good results from that. Then you're going to have a qualified rate. So the amount of people that have booked a call that are actually qualified, at least 75%, or I've just typed 85, at least 75% should be that. That would be amazing if you can do that. Show rate. Everyone says the KPI for show rate is 70% from a sales call funnel. I actually like to get mine at least above 80%, right? 70 is the bare minimum. So if you don't have a 70% show rate to your calls, so that's the amount of people actually showing up to the calls that they've booked, then you need to make some changes. And I've made some videos on this channel about how you can do that by just basically hammering them with content and having a good and well-structured thank you page, right? And some automation and stuff. That's how you do that. Then you're going to close rate, which is either pay in full, someone gives you all the amount up front, or you're going to have a payment plan, right? So that's why I've got close rate all, and then I have a pay in full close rate, because you actually want to be monitoring whether you're closing people on the full amount or just payment plans, and then you need to optimize for that, because you actually might have a business where you're just really not handling the objection well of money, and you're actually just downselling people on payment plans for no reason. I think my Loom just cut out, so I've just restarted it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So webinar funnels, right, are the natural extension of call funnels so that you can leverage your time a little bit better. So you do actually have the choice with webinar funnel, whether you send them to the webinar and then they book, or you send them to webinar and then they go straight to a checkout page, right? But regardless, the only thing that's really going to change about the funnel is having a cost per registration. So you're going to have a certain amount of people that you drive from ads, cold outreach, whatever that you are paying for, and then you're going to have a certain amount of people that sign up, obviously. And as a result, you're going to have a cost per registration. All the rest of it is pretty much the same. You've kind of got VSL play time and play rate and watch time. Sorry, we've got booking rate if they are going towards a call. We've got the qualification rate, show rate to those calls, etc. Otherwise, we basically have a conversion rate of the landing page if we're sending them straight to checkout. That's the idea with that. So you need to be monitoring those KPIs as well. And cost per registration, I forgot to say that the KPI for that is really under $30 is permissible, but really we want to get it to in that range of $10 to $15 per sign up to the webinar. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's KPIs for call funnels and webinar funnels. Nice little video to reference in the future if you are wondering about that stuff and what makes a successful funnel. Other than that, I want to just check my growth on YouTube and then LinkedIn so that I can see the growth over time like I do in all my other videos. So we've got, let's have a look. My profile, we've got 9388 on LinkedIn, 160 on YouTube. There you go, nice bit of growth on both platforms, most appreciated. There's the growth over time on LinkedIn and YouTube. If you want to watch another one of these videos, then you can watch it on the screen. I'm going to try and point to it here. I really apologize for the quality, it's just awful. But other than that, you can watch the video on the right.